Inside Training Center, our impeccable Chief Guest of Honor, Dr. Henrietta Sonko, the Deputy Director for Human Resource, Ms. Akeda Sedi, Saya, welcome. And our able Director General, Mr. Ansumana Mane. Our sponsors, and those that have made this day so much successful. The Gambia Children First. You are welcome on this wonderful day. We say thank you for lending a hand to Gambia Prison Service. We are grateful. Commissioner Sino Kada of Gambia Prison Service equally. Our gallant graduates here present today, we say kudos and bravo for your job. Well done, you deserve it. The media, both electronic and print, thank you for honoring the invitation. To all that have made the success of this wonderful day, we say thank you for your time, your energy, and your resource. The public relation officer, senior principal by rank, and I am Luke Jata. On that note, before we commence the program, I want us to observe a moment of prayer. Individually, shall we pray? May all our prayers be answered. As alluded before, today we are here to witness a very important occasion in the Gambia Prison Service. 12 since 2012 till date, we provided training programs of this nature in the Gambia Prison Service in different facets, being in plumbing, to say that awarded a national certificate which is accredited by NACA. Can we give a round of applause? As when we talk of NACA, we're talking about the body which is responsible for accreditation. So their certificates are accredited, meaning that if they go to outside world, that this is what it costs to celebrate in one's career, especially those that are graduating today. And by the chairman board of governors of inside training. Also, statement will be made by the principal of inside of skills by inmates to show us on evidence what they are able to do, so that we believe that really they have been trained. And then we have awards of certificates, the vote of thanks, then closing prayer, singular honor, to invite our able Director General of Prisons,
Deputy Permanent Secretary, Minister of Interior, representing the Minister of Interior, the Honorable Minister of Higher Education or his representative, the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Interior, who is Asantangara, National Security Advisor or his representative, the Chairman of Board of Governors Inside Training Center, the Principal Inside Training Center, the CEO NACA, MRC Holland Foundation, the Chairman National Association for Vocational Training Institute or their representation, Director of Technical Ministry of Higher Education, representative of the Inspector General of Police, representative of the Chief of Defense Staff, Gambia Armed Forces, the Director General of the Gambia Immigration or his representative, the Deputy Chief Fire Officer representing the Chief Fire Officer of the Gambia Fire Arrest Services, representative of the Director General of the SIS, that is States Intelligence Service, the advisor to the Director General of the League, who is representing the Director General of the League, the press, both electronic and print media, all invited distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and all other protocols duly and respectfully observed. Good morning. It gives me great pleasure to give a statement on this occasion on behalf of the entire staff of Gambia Prison Services and on my own behalf. First and foremost, I want to welcome you all to this auspicious gathering and also would like to extend our heartfelt appreciation to you for honoring our invitation. This is a clear manifestation that we are not alone in the prison's development agenda because of your collaborative efforts towards our agenda. We are here today to witness another graduation of 70 graduates, which include both inmates and officers, who have been trained on different skills like plumbing, machinery, satellite and electrical installation, tailoring, computer on the basic side. I can boldly say that this is not the first time to witness such a colorful gathering here in the Gambia Prison Services, which is a tremendous success this department has registered so far. For the past years, since the inception of this skills training program, over 278 inmates have literally benefited from the training, and so far, none of them has reoffended or returned to the prisons. This has shown how significant this training program is to the department and the nation at large. We all know that one of our key mandates is rehabilitation of inmates, and this process has assisted us in training them to be better persons in society. However, back in 2016, when there were no skills workers like this, we used to hire someone from outside to do the work, which used to cost us huge amount of money at the end of services. We are now glad to say that all problems can be solved within the blinking of an eye simply because we are already we have already we have already we already have expertise within our midst that can solve any problems that may arise. That is, whether it is carpentry, satellite or electrical installations, plumbing, etc., which is a great achievement. Accordingly, this training has equally helped us in stabilizing the prison's community, security-wise, as some of them who are involved in this training are always busy in attending their classes, and at night also they will be busy studying their notes. Honestly, the training has greatly created a very conducive environment for both officers and inmates because it has seriously mitigated the rate of conflict in the prisons community. For the graduating candidates, I want to urge you to emulate from previous candidates who graduated from the same program. According to our records, none of them have reoffended or returned to the prisons. Therefore, if any one of you happens to be discharged, we do not want to receive anyone again in this place, as we want you to go out and make best use of your skills in order to make better life in the society. Please keep on the hard work, as this is just a stepping stone. Do not ever relax, as life is full of challenges, but let none of those challenges discourage you to deviate from what you have planned here. Go and continue to read on your areas of specialization to better improve yourself. For the past years, since the inception of this skills training program, over 278 inmates have literally benefited from the training, and so far none of them have reoffended or returned to the prisons. This has shown that how significant this training program is to the department and the nation at large. We all know that one of our key mandates, I'm repeating, according to this training, has equally helped us stabilizing the prisons community of them who are involved in this training. Anytime we need this support, he is always available. He is always available. I think my I said has missed. Support, he is always available. Once again, congratulations to all graduates and thank you for your kind attention.
Partnership. As an institution, he highlighted that during previous years, we hire what we call consultants to come and do work or any other engagement that's needed or services, which costs us a lot of money. But today we are happy to say our own people that are trained are the one providing those services. So I think it's worthwhile to celebrate it once again. And also from records, it has proven that 278 have been trained. And then records are equally, because data is important and this modern day. The recidivism is very slim. It's not in our record to prove that the same people that have been trained, qualified, and accredited coming back to prison, because what happened? They have meaningful programs or work to do outside, so that they also add value to national development. And not only that, through this training, we are able to stabilize the Gambia prison service, because everybody is busy doing something. That's something that we are very keen at, because security is of essence and paramount when it comes to prison management. Because, as I said, an idle man is a devil workshop. So here, there's nobody who's idle. Everybody's been doing something. Thank you, DG, so much for that wonderful speech, and also to partners who had made sure that this is a reality to Gambia Prison Service. I also want to acknowledge a representative from the Ministry of Interior, who is ably represented here to make or deliver a statement on behalf of the Minister of Interior. Sir, you're welcome.
On behalf of the Honorable Minister, Honorable Siaka Sonko, Minister of Interior, representative of the National Security Advisor, the representative from the UN agency, Director General, Gambia Prison Services, the representative of the Director General, SIS, representative of the DG Immigration, Deputy Chief Fire Officer, Chairman, Board of Governors, Inside Training Institute, Principal, Inside Training Institute, it's okay. Dr. Henrietta Sonko, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, press, graduating students or officials, I am honored to stand before you today on behalf of the Honorable Minister of Interior to give short and precise statements. We understood, and it's on record, that Inside Trading Institute have been partnering with the Gambia Prison Service to provide life skills to prison officers and the inmates for over 12 years. And it is also on record that since the inception of this training and partnership, about 278 students or personnel have been trained, and none of those that are inmates have returned to prisons. It's a huge achievement. I wish other training institutions that are in the country emulate Inside Training Institute. The chairman board of governor for Inside Training Institute and the principal, I want to say on behalf of the Honorable Minister, thank you very much. You have given life skills to these individuals who thought they have no hope and they cannot contribute to the society. But you have proven to the rest of the country that offending the law does not mean that you cannot contribute meaningfully to the society. Thank you so much. To you, the graduates, it is the beginning of the journey, and the Ministry of Interior will always stand by Gambia Prison Services to ensure that life skill is given to the inmates and officers in order to improve their lives and enable them to contribute meaningfully to the society. Friends of the Gambia, I am glad that when I look around, I saw somebody who contributed hugely to the education sector. But I am also equally calling to say, don't forget the security sector. Security is the bedrock of every meaningful development. So please partner with us in the security sector to make development in the country sustainable. On that note, I wish to thank everybody, those that have organized this event and the sponsors, on behalf of the Honorable Minister. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, our able DPS. Can you please give him a round of applause? In his statement, he said, being in prison is not the end. It is an avenue where you can transform yourself, obtain skills which are life skills, and it will also add value to you as a person, and not only you as a person, to the nation at large. So there is hope and opportunity to everyone here seated. So the graduates, this is a challenge to all of you, that it's not the end, but that's where the journey begins. So thank you so much, DPS, for those wonderful words. Going by the program, I also want to indulge our able chairman, board of directors for Inside Training Center to also come and make a statement. Sir?
The Honorable Minister, the representative of the Honorable Minister for the Interior, the Director General Prison Service, the Principal of Inside Training Center, the guest speaker, National Security Advisor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It gives me the greatest pleasure to be here today to witness something that I have been yearning for and now call it dream come true. I can remember when I was director of technical and vocational education in the Gambia, I used to talk about trying to train the inmates to be useful citizens. Anytime, everywhere I go to, I will just say, let us try and train our inmates so that when they come out, they will be useful citizens. But anytime I talk about that, I am always confronted with no funds. When I became also the Director General of the National Training Authority under the Ministry of Higher Education, I was also advocating. Let us try and give our people training that will make them very useful citizens. But anytime I talk about that, no funds. Then I said to myself, the only way I can do things now is to turn to God and say, God, please help us so that we'll be able to train our people to become very useful citizens. And God has answered to that prayer. I want to emphasize the importance of skills training in the Gambia. A good friend of mine wrote her thesis on skills training as a vehicle to national development. If we check ourselves, most of what we wear are sewn by foreign people. The best mechanics, motor mechanics, are not Gambians. The best electricians are not Gambians. The best builders are not Gambians. Don't we deserve to have good Gambian technicians too? We definitely deserve it. And the only way we can do it is to meet people who are in the prison service and say, come out and be good citizens. Then we really ask, how can we become good citizens? Just like the Inside Training Center did. They were bold enough to say, to knock the doors of the Director General and say, we want to train our own brothers and sisters. We want to train them on skills training. If they become very useful citizens through training, I think that will help us a lot. The much needed foreign currency that we are using in this Gambia will not go out again. Everything will be here and we will enjoy it, and it will help in the development of what we are doing. I always put up this challenge, and it's a very important challenge. If you think technical education or vocational training is not very important, you go out, study, and then you get a PhD. Get a PhD. You are called Dr. XYZ. You are called somebody with master's degree XYZ. You come to the Gambia, you are given a vehicle. That's your key, right? That's your advance. That's the first thing you will get is a vehicle to go home. You ride that vehicle, drive it up to this Denton Bridge, and it develops a fault. You are a PhD holder, but you cannot do anything about it. The only thing you can do is to go to the garage, meet the mechanic, and say, can you help me? I have a problem with my vehicle. It's a brand new one. Then he say, okay, Mod Salif, come. Go with this gentleman. A small, dirty boy. Because I will call him dirty because I was one of them, and they used to call us Wacharahasu. Then he said, Wacharahasu. That's noble. If Wacharahasu is not noble, then why are we doing it? Then that boy, that small dirty boy, will come and meet you wearing your suit, everything, tie and everything. He will come and say, yes, sir, what's the problem? My car developed a fault. What fault? Okay, sir. Get in and then start your vehicle. You will go in, start your vehicle, and then that small dirty boy will say, no, sir, stop. And then we stop. Open the bonnet. Then the guy will open the bonnet, come out, and then the small dirty boy will say, okay, put it on again, and then the guy will put it on. the boy will straight away go to where the fault is and then make sure that everything is fine. Maybe he's coming with just one screwdriver and one spanner. Then the engine will come up again and then everything will be fine. You call that a stupid boy? No, that man is not stupid. The boy is not stupid. Maybe it's a delay in what he was doing. Then they always see them as dropouts. Oh, he's a dropout. He cannot be a doctor. A doctor is a vocational man, you know. He cannot be a lawyer. A lawyer is a vocational man because they depend on practicals. If you get somebody who is that clever to mend anything, a brand new vehicle, because brand new vehicles can also develop this thing, faults. He will help you and you go home. That boy will never be called a stupid boy. He's a very clever boy, very intelligent to help anybody move a nation. I think in our advocacy to make sure that people train their children in addition to their academic work to be able to do a skill. When you go to Nigeria, even the PhD holders are having a skill. You get your PhD, come home, and then learn a skill. That skill will help you to any level that you want to reach. And then you make sure that everything is working. Honorable Guest Speaker, DG Prison Services, and Honorable ladies and gentlemen, it is always a problem for an old teacher to stand in front of people and limit his talking, because we always miss the classroom. So when we meet people, we start locating, talking, moving, making signs, and all these things. Because we are all teachers, and we want to also demonstrate what we were trained on. These are our problems. But I don't want to bore you with a lot of speeches. I will just say a big thank you for inviting me, because I am representing the chairman of the board of governors of the Inside Training Center, Dr. Chernobari. He's the one I am representing, and because he's engaged in other state functions, which demands his presence. And he just told the principal, get in touch with Mr. Nyang and tell him to represent me and then give a speech. I say, I will surely do that, because I always feel happy to be part of such a gathering and make sure that everything works. But I want to also, before I put everything down, the graduates, you people are very important in this country. You are very important. The English people will always say, experience is the best teacher. You all have your experience. Now you have been trained to be useful citizens. When you go out, I am almost sure that you will put into use all that you have been trained on. And you will see how important it is to be trained and get a skill. On that note, I will say a very big thank you to every one of you for listening to my little nonsense, but always remember and bear it in mind. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, our able chairman, board of directors for Inside Training Institute. He has lamented on vocational skills training that we give it very, very attention, so that the development that we are talking about, if we look at it as alluded by him, people were thinking, oh, it's only coming with your PhD and masters. What will happen? You just put on your engine, 10 minutes while driving, probably there's mechanical failure. Who will maintain the status quo of that vehicle? It's only a technician. So technicians are very, very important. We have developers. We have those that will give us the enable environment that we need to improve a nation. So we say to the graduates that you are in the right path and continue the good work. And thank you so much, Chairman Board of Directors, for that brief statement that it has touched everybody. Thank you so much, sir. We are honored. He's a servant, not only a servant, but a person that everybody will emulate. That even when he thinks the genius will come, he said, no, let me come myself. Even if I am the head and the principal of the institution, let me come and we have a discourse. And because of that discourse, today we have arrived here. I want at this juncture to invite our able principal, the principal of Inside Training Center, Mr. Cisse, to come and make a statement. Sir, thank you. We are really honored.
Representative of the Honorable Minister of Interior, the DPS, the Netherlands Councillor and Coordinator MRC Holland Foundation, the representative of the National Security Advisor, the Director General of the Gambia Prison Service, Service Chiefs, representatives of the National Accreditation and Quality Assurance Authority, the Vice Chairman of the Inside Board of Directors, who is also the Deputy Ombudsman of the Gambia, representing the Chairman of Inside Training Center, Dr. Cherno Wadbari, representative of the Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, the Chairperson of the National Assembly Select Committee for Security and Defense, representative, the Chairperson of the National Assembly Select Committee for Human Rights, all directors and deputy directors from different departments present, Chairman Board of Directors of Inside Training Center, representative of Justice Defendants, representatives of the Prison Fellowship, the media, invited guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, and all protocol respectfully observed. We are celebrating our third graduation ceremony of prison inmates. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, today we are celebrating the graduation of 70 students, which include 67 inmates and 3 officers. The skills inmates are trained in electrical and solar installation, satellite installation, tiling and plastering, tailoring and information technology. Our collaboration with the Ministry of Interior and the prison authorities started in 2012. The purpose of our collaboration is to provide skills and knowledge to inmates before the end of their jail term, so that they will walk out of the jail with some degree of skills and knowledge, which will keep them busy. And in this way, our prisons ultimately will become a correction centers. The prison inmate skills training was financed by our partners PUMS Netherlands, the Dutch Embassy in Dakar, Senegal, MRC Holland Foundation, GIZ, UNDP, and the Gambia Children Force. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, in June 2002, we expanded our operation to Janjambure Prison Center, which was financed by the UNDP as part of our mission to give equal access to all inmates skills training. Those graduating today include 4 from Janjambure Prison Center in solar and electrical installation. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, 69 inmates will receive their certificates and 3 officers in the following field of studies: electrical installation 19, tiling and plastering 5, tailoring 3, information technology 4, and satellite installation 31. Some years ago, a high prison authority told the TRRC that all the ex-convicts who have been trained by Inside Training Center are doing well in society. We welcome this statement, but it was not a surprise for us because we have been visiting their workplace. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, Inside has graduated a total of 278 inmates from 2012 to date in different skills areas. Out of this number, only 22 are still in prison, 21 in Mile 2, and 1 in Janjambure. Most of the ex-convicts are either employed or self-employed. 3 of the former inmates are employed at Inside, 1 at managerial level, and the other 2 at supervisory level. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate the graduates for successfully completing their training and implore on them to make best use of these skills, learn so as to be proud citizens of this country. Remember, to be trained is one thing, but to make good use of your training is also another thing. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, Inside mission 24 years ago is to provide quality, affordable, relevant, and easily accessible skills training to everyone, especially the youths. Thousands have graduated from Inside. Most of them are employed or self-employed in their various skills. The training that Inside provides is not only focusing on technical skills, but also on moral, English communication, information technology, entrepreneurial skills, life skills, and their trainers are well experienced in dealing with these special needs students. So, Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, training convicts match Inside objectives to offer vocational and entrepreneurial skills, training to vulnerable youths, giving them a chance for a better future. At this juncture, Inside Training Center and the Gambia Prison Service would like to jointly thank the Honorary Counselor for the Netherlands, Dr. Henrietta Bruma Sonko, who is also the coordinator of MRC Holland Foundation, for supporting the skills training of inmates by helping to change the negative image of the Gambia Prison Service from punishment centers to correction centers and creating job opportunities for the youth. We want to say a very big thank you. We also want to thank the entire team of the Gambia Children Force for continuously contributing to the success of the skills training for inmates. This year, they have already provided toolkits to the 10 best students so that they will have working tools once they are out of the prison to earn a living. Having said this, let me just say with a great word of thank you to the sponsors, UNDP and the Gambia Children Fest. It is great that we can offer these skills courses to vulnerable Gambian youths. With your help, they can turn out to be inspiring and productive citizens who can employ others in the end. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, I want to register my sincere appreciation and thanks to the Director General of Prison and Sumana Mane, to whom we started the project together when he was the Commissioner of Administration in 2012. He is very instrumental in struggle to get the prison project started. To the rest of the prison staff, we say a big thank you and a job well done. I cannot conclude without registering my appreciation to the government of the Gambia for providing us with the enabling environment under the leadership of His Excellency President Adama Barrow. Our development partners, MRC Holland Foundation, GIZ, NACA, who has been providing free assessment to the inmates for the GSQ qualification. Our able board of directors, management and staff of Inside Training Center, the representative of the Honorable Minister of Interior, the Gambia Prison Service staff, the media, and all those present. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you.
Please give him another round of applause. I think it was not on an oversight, but in law, that's what we call repsis salocito, meaning it's a Latin word, by virtue of enumeration of law, meaning the thing speaks for itself. That we have heard from him, an exceptional person. When I say it, he's a person of par excellence. Thank you, Principal Mr. Cisse, for those words, which whoever hears will really know that Inside has come here to offer us services that will improve the life of many, which today is a clear manifestation. In his statement, he said, the journey with Gambia Prison Service, especially with the director, it was 12 years, since 2012 till date, meaning that it was not easy. But because of the interest of the partners and also the will of the Gambia government, that such a training is provided Gambia Prison Service, and also to the partners like UNDP, who are also very instrumental when it comes to prison reform. We have seen the work that they are doing, and also to MRC Holland Foundation, the exhibition that we are seeing here. It is also a clear manifestation of their divided support to making sure that today is a reality with PUM Holland Foundation and also its partners, NACA providing accreditation, because accreditation today is very important, so that any document that you tender, organization or institution can ascertain to say it is what worthy, and that person has undergone all qualification to obtain such a certificate. So we're saying thank you so much to NACA for those for good work they are doing in the Gambian government and also to the people residing in the Gambia. I want to quote from Mr. Cisse. We said, this training has come to inspire and also what? Give a facelift to a productive citizen living in the Gambia. I think these are what are very captivating. Productivity is a key component. As I said, many are called, few are chosen. But if you are part of the chosen one, meaning that you are fit and legible to be accredited, I think we said a big thank you to Inside Training, and also kudos to their tutors, their lecturers, who are very exceptional. They go the extra mile just to make sure that these people are given the best. And Inside Training said that have not only chosen teachers and tutors, but people who are very interested and very welcoming to the job they are doing. So to our able lecturers in the Gambia Prison Service, Mama and the rest of the team, I'm saying thank you so much for the great work that they are doing. Continue the great work. Now, I want to invite a mentor to many in the Gambia. An individual who loves the Gambia at heart. He sees development oriented. We have seen good work that's been in the educational sector, which the Gambia prison is not an exception to that, where a lot of scholarships have been given to many Gambians through her foundation. She's a woman of substance, a mother to many, and a person who loves to see that the life of Gambians are improved day by day. I have the singular honor and privilege to invite our able guest speaker, who is no other person, Dr. Henrietta Sonko. Can we give her a round of applause as we come on podium? Thank you.
Whoa. Good morning, everybody present. People at the high table. Their names and positions have been mentioned many times, so I don't think there's need to repeat it, but I greet all of you. all the people who have contributed to the training program in the prison here over the years, here present, Gambia Children First, UNDP, and others. But most importantly, I want to greet the graduates, those who are graduating today and have made a huge leap forward in their lives. And of course, the staff of the prison, who are all so committed to make this program a success. I don't like writing speeches, but I took a paper along to remind myself of the task I was given. I was asked to talk on the importance of skills training in prisons under the new dispensation. Good. I remember the first graduation I attended in the prison, and that was when we were just celebrating the new government of Adama Barrow. I don't know the exact time, but I was here with my ambassador, and I asked him to come along to the prison to